Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's channel. Today we're going to be doing a major quest pretty early on in the storyline of Fallout 4, and that quest is taking independence. Preston Garvey thinks it's time for the Minutemen to retake the castle, an old fort that used to be their main base operations. So this is located like over here somewhere, so it's going to take us a little while to get to it, in fact, but before we do that, because obviously it's going to take a while to do this, I'm going to be really quick. We are going to find a Fatman. I need to find one. I don't want to use my mods, for the settlement building guide to get them. I have managed to stockpile some missiles, some 5mm rounds, and some mini nukes. I can't remember where I found them, but I've just managed to find them somehow. So yeah, I've got that. So I'm going to be taking, I'm not going to really be taking my minigun, but I will be taking my missile launcher and the Fatman, which I have a few nukes for, as well as a lot of stimpaks, because this is quite a dangerous mission early on in the game. So to find a Fatman, and you can do this really early in the game, you're going to head to over here. Now over there is a special lot, and it should be pretty easy to find. So as I said, I'm going to just jump through between them, and we're just going to ignore that, what's popped up. That's to do the expansion, really cool expansion, but still we're going to follow our way down here, hopefully not meeting too many naughty things. You can see already there's a little outline of a location popping up. I've only heard about this place. I haven't actually been to it from my memory. I mean I've been to it in previous saves, but I haven't actually, can't fully remember what happened. I'm pretty sure it's a safe location. What the hell? Yeah, I'm like 60% sure. So yeah, we're just gonna follow this. It is a little bit far. Yeah, there's no enemies, so it seems pretty safe to begin with. I'm just gonna quick save before jump it. So when you come from this way, as you can see, there is the Fatman on the rubble of all these cars. So it's called the Robotics Disposal Grounds. There is a sentry, and I'm usually really cautious because they can start up all of a sudden. Did I pick up the Fatman? I'm sure I just did. Yeah, I did. So there's a little workbench. Oh, a magazine! Hot rodder! Permanently unlock a new custom paint job for your power armor, the hot rodder one. Oh! Stimpack, some extra stuff. There's a terminal here. Delivery. Missing on limbs. Employee notes. Oh, I can't be asked with that. Play tape. Combat Sentry prototype. MK15 holotape. This company rejecting not responsible for any property damage. If you are not a member, you must destroy this immediately. Should we do it? Alright, let's just say, just in case it tries and destroys us. But I'll activate it and see what happens. Oh, perhaps I need to eject it and then play it on my Pip-Boy. Please don't kill me.
Do not interfere with security operations. Powering up. AI initiating. Do not interfere with security operations. Current objective. Patrol immediate area and neutralize any hostile.
So you can tell it to go places. So you can say defend USAF Olivia, defend South Boston checkpoint, defend Revere satellite array, defend Fort Hagen. I'm going to say, oh, I don't know. Do you know what? We will come back for this. I think that'll be fun. I'm going to say US Air Force Olivia, because I know where that is, and then I can reuse this thing and send it somewhere else.
Initiating defensive procedures.
Cool! Alright, so there's the Fatman. Now we need to go speak to Preston. Actually, I just need to grab my missile launcher. And then we will start the quest taking independence, and we have to go to this location. I'm going to take for the one. Cool. Alright, so do that. Where is my weapons? In my base. They are here. Missile launcher. Mrs. Bomb is her name. Right, Codsworth, let's go, buddy. What the fuck is that?
General.
Oh, it's just some members of the Minutemen. As you kind of grow, as the Minutemen kind of grows and expands, there'll be more members, and you may see them walking around patrolling. They can sometimes help you actually, and like protect you.
If there's anything I can do to lighten the load.
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
Okay, so what happened to it?
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
This was long
Excuse the
before I
noise in the
joined up,
background,
but the story
but
I
I'll
heard
keep my
was that
mic
some
off.
kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
Okay, so if you're early on in the game, best bet to get to there would be to travel by the river. Now you're likely going to get quite a bit of things, so I would recommend getting this perk, Aqua Girl or Aqua Boy. I can't get it because I haven't thingied, but I am going to get it as soon as I can. You'll be able to breathe underwater, which can help in a lot of situations, and you won't take damage. So you need like level 5 endurance for that, and I would recommend getting that. Really would. But I'll just use some Radaway. So what we're going to do is going to go to Backstreet Imperial, and then we're going to walk as far as we can and jump in the water, and then come in here, and then, so don't go directly there. We'll come in here somewhere, and then we'll walk to it. Simple as that. So let's pop to there.
Picking up hostile life signs.
Alright, I'm just going to wait till it's daylight so we can kind of see what we're doing more, and there'll be less enemies out so we can get there quicker. We'll sleep an extra hour. There we go. Ugh, it's raining. One more hour wouldn't hurt. There we go. Nice and sunny. Right, yeah, so you got to be careful. He will be there every time. So just be careful. You might want to be careful just walking along the boardwalk. Generally it's safe, but sometimes you can run into not so good stuff. You might want to walk to there. You don't want to speak to the people there, but you might just well walk there. It's generally best to try and stay on the city edge and try not go in.
What's all this?
Because you're going to run across raiders, you're going to run across not so good thing. Need to get my ammo. Let's use a different gun while we're here.
Come out and fight! Yeah.
Had to play hero, huh?
Knowledge and show all around. Picking up hostile life signs.
Combat rifle. They're really good guns. Not as good
There's a
as
fight.
assault rifle, but alright. Anyway, let's just keep going. Don't want to waste stim packs and ammo. Oh, it's a legendary glowing one. Why no? I use that instead. Maybe get finally mutated. Hold on. That didn't work. I want my AP to go up without taking drugs or that. Oh my god, how did that? Oh, it's because I don't have it. Ghoul slaying, reduce damage for ghouls by 15%. Cool.
Not another step. We'll let you through for...
Uh-huh. Come on. Do I look like I can afford that?
Yeah, you do. And
And if I don't?
then you die.
I don't think so.
It's your funeral. Shit! Bust!
Thought you could hide from me. No such luck, I'm afraid. Ouch! I was just getting warmed up.
That's never happened before.
What the... Oh, it's on!
Spread out. Run.
We will come back for that. So that is here. That's where the power armor is. Almost there. It didn't take us much longer to get there. Don't go over there, there's bugs. Swim!
There it is. I see it.
We'll come back to that, don't worry. We just haven't got a lot of time. There's for independence. You can go to here because you might want to go to it later, but watch out because there's a lot of ghouls. Alright, we just gotta wait for Codsworth. He should pop up soon. If your companion doesn't, oh there he is, it doesn't matter. You can sit on there and wait. So here we are. Pop into here now. You can take all this stuff. Don't worry that it's for everybody. So
Hey.
that's what to Preston.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
It's impressive.
Definitely. For 600 years old, it's in pretty good shape.
That's right. They don't make them like they used to. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, you could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side and you can draw them out.
Well,
I like the pincer attack, but I also think draw them out is a good
Set
idea.
up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
sounds good. We'll hold back and wait for them to come to us. All right, people. You heard. Try not to draw their attention.
Right?
Yeah, okay, it's going to take him a little while to get to position, but you're basically aiming for over here, so just be really, really quiet and get to this guard post, and then you'll be fine. I'm just going to quickly save. Disconnected my microphone. Yeah, so quickly just save.
I do believe this is the old Fort Independence. Brings a nostalgic tear to the eye, does it not?
Okay, we're all ready. Let's go. First, let's make sure we've got all the weapons ready. I will add that. Probably because it has most ammo. And I'm going to use missile launchers and some frag mines to begin with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak really quietly.
Fire alert, come! Let's go! Go here now!
All right. Still in one piece.
So yeah,
Good
that's
beginnings.
quick.
All right, here we go. Oh.
Milex has like a really soft shell. No, sorry, really hard shell. But a really, really soft face. So you need to keep an eye out on that. And you want to take all that stuff because it's really good. And anyone... It's just a really big jiggle then. You can take their eggs, but they're not worth much. If you shoot their stomach and their face, you're gonna get the most. Gonna get the most damage.
What's all this?
And don't use your weapons.
Take out these eggs. Back before we know it.
Looks like we're up inside old building.
Something's out there. It looks that way. Here's
Moving, moron.
General and I will clear the wall. Let's do this, General.
So he's basically said clear out the nests.
I had no choice.
My option to you would be don't go inside the walls. Go where this is, go up here. I'm almost out anyway. See that bloke? You need to watch it. Make sure your minigun's loaded, make sure your bomb's loaded.
Picking up hostile inside.
What the hell was that?
Fancy a bit of fisticuff? Here we go.
Keep your ear out. He'll run off. Get your gun out or your Fatman out. There we go. He's doing freaking runs.
What's that noise? I knew it.
Watch out, because they're quite acidic thingies. You think you might go down really, really quick. There you go. 3 mini nukes. 3 mini nukes. Shit. Yeah, 3 mini nukes and 2 bombs, and it works. You can finish clearing out the nests if you so wish.
Well, I guess it could be worse. See what
Nice.
There's a weapon there. Guns and ballistic weapons probably do
you can do
5%.
it.
Good enough.
I'm gonna
So
go see what else is left around this old place.
and they can do that, and now we need to repair the radio. So it needs 10. So what I would suggest is connecting it to this conduit, like that. Get some power generators. You can do one of them just for now, and then 2 of them. And then you kind of just need to go around and there you go. I'd say I can do 1 more of them now. There you go. You did it. And now Preston admires you, and Codsworth likes that. So,
Hey there.
Wow.
and Preston
we
obviously
really
loves
did
it.
it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, this is news. Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime.
Yes, that's the fun part of this. So,
Excuse me, General, do you have a
so
minute?
because he admires us, then it'll be your doors and then it'll be idolized. But, well, it depends. Some can skip it, depending on how much affinity you've gained really quickly. But some have to go through a set amount. And some obviously have, some companions have quests which you have to complete before you can carry on. So you get capped. Anyway, so
Take your time.
Preston, anytime.
Anytime, Preston.
Look, I know I put you in an almost impossible position when I asked you to lead the Minutemen. I didn't have any right to ask you to take that on. I guess I was kind of desperate at that point. I still don't know why you said yes. If it was for me, or for the Commonwealth, or for some other reason. It doesn't really matter. I just want you to know that I appreciate what you've done. If you look at where we were then to where we are now, I can hardly believe it.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's good to hear. Especially from you.
We make a good team, General. No doubt about that. I've taken up enough of your time. We'd better get back to it.
That's true. Okay, so we have taken Fort Independence. I wouldn't suggest building on it straight away because, as you can see, there's all this crap. It will get taken, and you will be able to get into there later on. Don't worry. But yeah, all this crap, all the bugs and nests and that, they'll all be cleaned up next time you visit. So I wouldn't suggest doing anything right now. And there, obviously, there'll still be nests and things, so you don't really want to waste bullets and things on that. But you may notice, you know, fusion cores there. There's missiles. You get first aid. In here, there is missiles on there, but I don't need them at the moment. There's a flamer, there's ammo and things like that. That'll all be there. But all these carcasses and things will be taken. So if you do want to collect Milo meat and that, then get it now. But if you're not bothered, then I'd leave. In the settlement building guide, I will be building concrete walls to fill up all these gaps. And I, be securing up the front entrance and using the walls for various vendors and things. So, always check. It probably won't be right now, but in a bit, don't forget to check the Fallout 4 Settlement Building Guide by me, Belle, to see what we can get from from the castle. Well, I think it's called the castle. So see how the building works on there. Other than that, I think we're finished right now with Codsworth. I think what we're gonna do is let me have a look. I think we're gonna go with Piper for a little bit. We're gonna do some missions with Piper. A few of these. We're gonna look at exploring the combat zone especially, and doing a few missions with Piper, because there's not I want to get a few more good Minutemen quests, like the ones where they ask you to help people. If you've got the ones where they want you to clear a place out or set up a radio beacon, them type of quests, then you want to go with Preston because he likes it when you do that. But Codsworth and all the other companions, they like it when you say, don't worry, I'll help you out. They like that. Obviously Preston loves it, but with other companions that works. And I really want to get Codsworth, I really want to get him finished, and then I can move on. Preston's almost finished. I don't really have to travel with Preston much. If you just kind of follow the Minutemen quest line, you'll kind of reach it there, other than one or two bits. But yeah, Piper's will take a little while, and that'll be good for exploring the main storyline and things like that.
I'm all ears. Take this.
He'll also give you
Your
purified
thoughts?
A
water.
communist, a spy, and a Chinese man walk into a bar. He orders a drink.
Are things all right between us?
Quite well, Mum. You've no idea how wonderful it is to have someone to serve again.
That's all for now.
All right, then.
Do you know what we might do really, really quickly? If we pop to Diamond City, I think it might have worked. Remember, I think it was the last episode, I think, or the one before that, where we explored Diamond City and we spoke to Edna, that robot, and she was asking about love and children and all that. Said she loves someone. I think this might be the follow-up when we go back to Diamond City. Generally, it can happen quite fast like that. So we'll pop in. Yes, it is. Alright, just look at this.
Darling, are you sure about this?
Selling papers is
I
busy
am
work, lady.
not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
You helped me make a very big decision. Thank you. I think I know what this love
Public
is now.
is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes.
Mr. Zawicki.
All these years, I never realized how much she meant to me until she said something.
Hey, Edna.
I am so happy.
Oh. So it also said get the latest issue of Public
Hey, Nat.
Occurrences.
Hey, lady, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
So View from the Vault, part 1, 2 and 3. We'll have a read and then we'll finish this section. So View from the Vault, part 1. Whenever I take a walk through Diamond City, there are so many things people tell me to be grateful for. Purified water, working lights, electricity, security. True, what we have would have been unthinkable even a few decades ago. But it is easy to forget that, even after all the progress that we've made, we are still living in the shadow of the world that was. A world before the threat of radiation, before the super mutant, and the feral ghoul, and the synth. So, as fortune often has it, I cross paths with Belle, Vault Dweller, a person who is experiencing the Commonwealth for the first time. What would her fresh set of eyes say about how far we've come? Is Diamond City the great green jewel we have always claimed it to be? Before we begin to answer that question, we have to know who Belle is, where she comes from. To my surprise, she did not have too much to say about her life in the vault at all, because she spent all that time, oh my god, as a piece of frozen glass every day for over 2 centuries. That's right, Belle isn't just a vault dweller, she's an original vault dweller. She spent her entire time on the inside, cryogenically suspended. Continue in part 2. Ooh, I bet people couldn't wait for that bit. Part 2. So, what does Belle have to say about seeing Diamond City for the first time? Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope. Hope. When was the last time someone in our city talked about hope, who wasn't some politician fishing for points in the next election, making empty promises at the wall? But an outsider hasn't let the cynicism of our strange world get the better of her. This is all the more remarkable because of the reason she came to the Commonwealth. You see, Belle has a son, Sean, and even though they were in the relative safety of a vault, someone broke in and took Sean from his parent, and that parent is now risking everything, wandering through this strange and unfriendly world of ours, in order to save Sean from his kidnappers. We all know the rumours and whispers that surround every missing person in Diamond City. The guilty looks we pass to mourning family members as we thank the wall, that this time it wasn't us. We can end up dead in the Commonwealth for a million reasons. Why spend our time worrying about kidnappings? Why, indeed. Continued in part 3. It's easy for us to be cynical about the missing. We have spent so long knowing the Institute is out there, but knowing so little about them. They are not the only ones responsible for kidnappings, but the fact that they sometimes are, and the fact that we have been so powerless to stop them when they do, causes us to treat all victims of kidnapping as if they are a lost cause. But the people left behind, those loved ones, friends, neighbours, who may never see the faces of those taken from them again, they do not have the luxury of being able to just look away. They have to carry that loss with them, even if everyone else tells them to move on and forget. I asked Belle to make a statement to Diamond City, to give us an outsider's perspective on what it means to lose a loved one, and how she feels. Maybe in some way, it's how we all should feel. Maybe we've forgotten what the right human response to these tragedies are. No matter how much you want to give up, don't, she said. You have to have hope that you'll see them again, or at least that you'll know the truth. End. Ooh, damn, that's good. That was good. That was some good storytelling as well. Yeah, that was really cool. So, yeah. So we've had the full conclusion of the robot and her mister storyline. The story of the century is also concluded, and Codsworth still isn't there with us, which is a bit of a bummer. But in the next episode, we are going to be speaking with no, who, what? Sorry, I'm losing track of myself. Now, in the next episode, we are going to be with Piper, and she is going to be with us when we have like a lucky around everywhere. Sorry, I'm just seeing if I can upgrade my weapon, but I can't. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a few Diamond City quests. So, by Mo, by Solomon over there.
The latest hairstyle from the upper stand.
We'll go speak to the Bobrov brothers, go to the Science Centre, go and do just them quests, basically, Diamond City quests. So yeah, thank you for watching. This was Belle, and I hope you join us when we have Piper as a companion and explore Diamond City's missions. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.